You guys love to hate this video every year. These are the best, most wearable fashion trends of 2026. And they're not weird, they're not runway trends that you wouldn't actually wear, but nevertheless, people love to comment, I would never wear these. I can't believe these are back in style. And that's fine. You can hate everything, but I don't think these are that crazy. Up first, chocolate brown is continuing to be a huge trend for 2026, and you can do it in any way your heart desires. So I have this chocolate brown faux leather jacket that I keep reaching for over and over again. It's from Revolve. The price is really good. I love just the coloring of it. It's a little bit weathered looking. It's warm and you can just throw it on with a lot of outfits, but you could apply the chocolate brown color to bags, to jeans, to shoes. It really doesn't matter. It's really just the color. And so that leads me to these chocolate brown boots. So these are by Steve Madden, but really any style of chocolate brown boots are gonna be great for 2026. I love these though because they're nice and elongated, but they have a tiny heel, so it gives you a little bit of height, but they're so easy to wear for longer periods of time. I love them with jeans. I don't know, they're just very casual, but they also kind of look a little bit dressy. They are suede, which is still a huge trend for this year. The color is perfect. Again, you can wear them and your feet don't get tired. Another big trend that's back for this year, and you guys know, trends always come back. They just always come back a little different. The fur trimmed jackets are huge for this year, but the thing is, it's really only boxy cropped jackets, very similar to this one. So this incorporates that chocolate color, but there is this faux trimmed lining, and I actually just got this from Amazon. Everything I will link down below. I'll also link my sizing details in case it's helpful when ordering, but this is just such a nice, expensive looking jacket. Every single time I wear it, without fail, I get compliments. It looks more expensive than it actually is. There's a lot of nice details to it. And again, it is very, very warm, especially with this fur lining. Now, another really big question everyone always asks is what style of jeans will be really big for that year? And so I wanted to address that. Let's start with the coloring. We're definitely leaning way more towards this color where it is a dark wash, but it's not super blue. It's not like a vibrant blue. It's more muted. There's less contrast. And then as far as the actual style of jeans, really you could go a lot of different directions. I kind of feel like a lot of the different jean styles are fine for this year. And again, at the end of the day, you can wear anything you want. Who cares what I say? But I definitely would say the boot cut or wide leg jeans are more in style. But now we're gonna get into something where so many of you are gonna be disgusted and appalled that this is back. But don't shoot the messenger. These are definitely coming back for this year, and they are stirrup leggings. You heard that right. They're leggings, but with the stirrups. And honestly, I'm okay with it. I really like this style. It's definitely a flashback from what, like the 80s. I love how they're leggings, but they actually stay on your feet. And there's a lot of ways to actually wear this. For this year, I'm actually seeing more people style them with flats, where you actually see the stirrups kind of coming around your ankles. Obviously, you can wear these with sneakers. You can even put socks over top of the stirrups. Also, you can dress them up and wear them with heels. And this is kind of reaching the, the runway territory where many of you would never wear this, but I don't think it's that off the wall. You would just wear, a pair of high heels, a dressier top, and it definitely is pretty fashionable. But that last clip actually leads me to the next trend of this year, which is anything sheer. So sheer accents are huge for 2026. So this oversized sheer button-down top is a perfect example, and it's really easy to wear and style. I actually just grabbed a black tank top that I already had, put that, underneath as my base layer. I then put the button-down sheer top over top, and it's really big, but it looks more feminine because you can kind of see through it. You can kind of see the skin, but again, it is oversized. It looks great with that stirrup legging outfit, but obviously you don't have to wear those. You could, style it much more to your liking. But because sheer accents are just so huge right now, we are especially seeing this when it comes to skirts and even dresses. And I did talk about this in a video about a month ago, but this is what I'm talking about. So there's skirts where, it's like a mini skirt, but then there's material that comes down lower. You can see your legs peeking through the sheer material, and you can get them where they're a little like risque potentially, or you can get them where they're much more modest and easier to wear. You can get them in any color. I actually ordered this dress from Amazon. It was for an event that I had to go to, and I just couldn't believe how well priced this dress was from Amazon, but it really did do that thing where it was kind of like a normal mini dress, but then the sheer accent went lower and revealed my legs as I walked. And it was just like a really pretty feminine accent. Okay, so there is one more trend that involves this sheer style, and that is simply tights or even pantyhose, which, I mean, this has just been around for decades and decades, right? But the thing is, for this year, we're definitely seeing mini skirts with tall boots and then the tights. Usually black or even chocolate brown tights are great. So here's an example of what I'm talking about. But a little hack, and I've talked about this before, but if you love this style, but you're just like, I am too cold, it's freezing outside, this is definitely a winter trend, just humor me and try the fleece-lined tights, because it sounds crazy. They're actually kind of more like leggings, but they legitimately look like pantyhose, but they are lined with flesh-colored fleece on the inside. So when you put them on, it literally looks like pantyhose, but you are so warm and cozy and you look really stylish with these outfits. But again, you're nice and warm and no one has any idea. Now, another big trend that is officially back for this year, and it's been creeping back for the last couple years, is leopard. You guys know me, I love leopard. It was so in like 10 years ago, and then it just went way out because it was so overdone there for a while, and now it's finally back, and you can wear leopard in so many different ways. But I did see these Adidas Sambas. I did not need them, but there's just something about the pattern. I absolutely love the red shoelaces, although they do come with the off-white shoelaces as well if you want to incorporate this color instead. Now, at first glance, you might think, how the heck would you style these? They're really not that hard. You can wear them with jeans, you can make them really casual, you can even wear them with linen pants. A lot of people have linen pants, and this off-white beigey color ties that in perfectly. You can wear them with leggings. Even the stirrup leggings would be like okay. They're really not as hard to style as you might think. But if you don't love these shoes, like they don't have to be leopard shoes. You could do a leopard bag, you could do leopard pants, just leopard in general is back for this year. Now, another pattern that is back for this year, it's like an 80s revival. You either love it or hate it. I'm not a huge fan, but it is polka dots. And again, I've just never really liked polka dots, but I did find this shirt where, I mean, on the hanger looks atrocious, honestly, but when I put it on, I loved it. It also incorporates the chocolate brown color really nicely. And I love that it's a top that it can be really dressy if you want it to be, or it can be really casual. You could totally wear this with jeans and it would look great. But it does also incorporate the sheer trend that I was also talking about. And so it just checks a lot of boxes. I feel like it's something I don't have, and I do really like it. But with that outfit, I did pair this belt from Abercrombie. And again, this is a perfect example of a lot of trends in one, but it's also not crazy. This is very wearable. You could wear this with so many outfits. I paired it with this polka dot top and it was great, but it is a suede chocolate material. Suede is great. Chocolate brown is great. I love how it is more of a skinny belt. It's not a huge, like big emblem in the center of your waist, but it also incorporates silver, which is the next trend I wanted to talk about, but more specifically silver accents with the chocolate brown. So this is a great example of that. I also have this brown bag with silver studded accents. That's also great. I can link that down below. I love that bag. And then I also have these brown chocolate kitten heels, again with the silver accents. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying if you have a belt like this that's yellow gold, it's so out of style. I think that both yellow and white gold are always in style. You have to agree, for the last 10 years, yellow gold has been far more popular. And I do think that, you know, it's gonna swing back around where the next few years, it's gonna be back to silver or white gold. But there is another pattern and color combo that I wanted to mention, and it is stripes, which I know so many of you hate stripes, especially the horizontal ones, because it tends to make you look, or it can make you look more wide than you actually are because it can trick the eye. Also, this color combo specifically, which is, again, chocolate brown with light blue. I don't know why this is so big, but it is. It started with designers. It's kind of like fallen down, you know, and filtered down to, you know, other brands. This is by Lioness. I ordered this just to see if I would like it. I didn't really have high expectations, but then when I put it on, I actually do quite like it. You can tuck it in just to give yourself a little bit more shape, but it's definitely very casual. This is not like a huge, amazing wow factor of a style. It is just stripes, but again, it is a big trend for this year. Now, the next trend, you may have already picked up on it because it is something I am wearing, and it's feminine lace, dainty lace, and it's again, just a perfect example of trends always come back, but they always come back very different. So in a video a month or two ago, video, I talked about things that you could donate or trash in your closet just to kind of declutter some items. And I talked about lace camis, and all of you came at me in the comments saying like, lace is so back in style. And I agree, it totally is, but it's different. The lace that I'm talking about was the satin cami lace camis that were just so in your face, and everyone would put them on, wear them with blazers, and that style, I'm sorry, I'm doubling down. It's just out of style. It's just different. And the lace that's coming back for this year are very subtle lace that's very dainty and feminine, and it's much more of a casual style than like the dressier lace that I was talking about. Here's another example. This is a great top. This is by Free People. It's really, really pretty with like the plunging neckline. This one though is actually like a boat neckline, but it's open in the back, so that's kind of different. But then here is an example of a lace cami that is much better for this year. As you can see, the lace is very small. It's just kind of peeking out. There's some sheer accents. It's chocolate brown. It actually is very open in the back, so I have to be strategic with how I wear it. But I did wear it for my 3rd layer photo shoot this year. And then in this video, you may have seen me style this with that oversized leather brown jacket. So that's very masculine. This is very feminine, and it's always nice to mix the two. All of the trends I shared in this video will be linked down below in the description box. I'll also pin everything in the top comment, but be nice in the comments, guys. You guys just love to just be mean with these videos for some reason. But thank you for watching the video. I appreciate you even clicking on it. If you haven't yet subscribed, I would love for you to do that now. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.